Hello YouTubers, Real Tomahawk 7 here. Going to do a review today on my Ontario SP2 Air Force Survival Knife. I've had this knife since 2004 when I deployed to Iraq. So I carried this knife with me on every single mission. Never had to use it though. I'm going to show you here. It has two different styles of retention. One here, and this is made out of leather, and this belt keeper right here is made out of leather. Has this style of retention down here, and this is made out of webbing right there. The sheath is made out of a canvas-like material called cordura. Very hardy. I covered mine up with 550 cord, modified it, partly because it was inspired by my modification on the BK2, but also because the sheath itself was looking very just kind of raggedy, just because I had put some duct tape around it when I was in Iraq, and then when I took it off it just kind of faded the color, so it just did not look at all nice. You can see kind of right there, it's kind of really faded. So I covered it with 550 cord. Took me a little bit to do. To give you a brief overview, is it doesn't have any attachment points to it, so my big quandary was how to keep the 550 cord on there with it falling off. So what I did is, it normally has a D-ring down here. I snapped that off, and I ran 550 cord in that canvas webbing right there. Try to get up a little close right there. I took one side and ran it down the edge. I went a little bit longer, that way I have room to tie off, and I did the same thing over here. I took one strand, ran it down the axis of the sheath, and ran it again a little long. I started wrapping at the bottom and wrapped all the way around. As you can see, I have some the top here, and then I put some 550 cord on top of it, and I just kind of alternated back and forth, as you can see on both sides. On this side right here, I use this for a sheath carry, just in case I should ever decide to get rid of this for any reason, which I doubt that I will do. This is a high ride carry, and then you can put a strap through this and strap it to your leg. You can also carry it scout style. Put your belt through here and put your belt through here. I've not carried it that way, though I do have it set up that way. I have not carried it that way, so I don't know how well it will carry scout style. Okay, so that is the sheath there. Try to get the knife out itself. Very hard to do one-handed. Okay, the knife itself, they say the knife weighs about 1 pound. The steel on the blade is made out of 1095 carbon. We have a 5.5 inch length blade with a 10.5 inch overall length. The thickness of the blade, according to the website, they say it is 0.1875 inches thick. If you want to convert that into fractions, be my guest. I am not a mathematician, so I'm not even going to try. Adam at Equip to Endure did a review on this knife, and he did not know if it was full tang. I did some in-depth research on it. It is a full tang knife. The handle is made out of what they call Kraton polymer. It's kind of a rubber-like substance. Very stiff. It does have a good striking point here. As you can see, the lanyard has a lanyard on it. Mine's kind of a little long. I've been meaning to modify that a little bit, just haven't had time. The serrated edge on it, on the top here, does not work well with wood. I have tested that. Does not work well with wood. They are saying that the research that I've done tells me that they did this so that it will cut through metal, which makes sense because it is an Air Force survival knife. So I guess if a pilot needed this and to cut through out of a plane or to cut someone out, cut himself out, I guess he could do that. But I do know that this does not work well with wood. So, unfortunately. It will cut wood, don't get me wrong, but it's not a traditional saw. Okay. This knife is my backup knife. Now I've kind of retired it. I have mainly have it attached to my EDC bag, and that's pretty much where it stays. I've recently taken it off because I'm starting to wear it a little bit more. Even though my BK2 knife is my go-to knife, I am starting to use this one a little bit more. It's starting to put it through its paces. I haven't done any really major tests on it. I do know that it chops well. If you need to, just cut some fire starter or something like that, it actually works very well on that. That is all that I can think of right now, and I hope that didn't bore you too much. This is my review on the Ontario SP2 Air Force Survival Knife. Tomahawk 7 out.